Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Taylor, and today we're going to be looking at Adobe Spark to make free YouTube thumbnails. And Adobe Spark is completely free, 100%. Don't have to pay for it. Don't have to have the Creative Cloud package. 100% free. Just log in with your Facebook and you're done. I did find that you had to turn off your ad block to get onto the login page. But honestly, I don't think they really have any advertisements anyways. I think it's just the way that they have their website set up. I was looking around and I really can't find any advertisements. There might be some like in the blog section, but for the most part there's really nothing, that's gonna pop up at you or anything like that. So I wouldn't worry about turning off the ad block for this website. I'm gonna have the website like annotated on the screen right here, and I'm also gonna have it in the description, so if you want to check it out, go ahead, follow along with me if you'd like, but I'm just gonna kind of run through the basics. If you want to start making a thumbnail, you just kind of click the big plus button, come under post, click the plus, and it's going to ask you, what do you want to say? I'm just going to type in Adobe Spark, continue. It's going to do a little processing. Okay, and then we're going to click up here where it says resize, and we're going to scroll down until you see YouTube thumbnail. They even have a thing set up so that you don't have to do anything. It automatically sets up the perfect size for a YouTube thumbnail. You can look at the different design filters that they have. Like this one's kind of cool, and I really like this one as well. Just kind of look through, see if you like anything. What is this? I don't like that one. I'm gonna start with this just because I think it looks pretty cool. And we're gonna go to palette. And they give you all these different color palettes that you can use. So usually it tries to choose something based off of your background image, and I'll show you that here in a second, how the palette changes depending on your background image change. So just to kind of go through, if you click on the palette once, it'll change it to that palette, and then you can kind of cycle through and it'll create a whole bunch of different text and stuff for you based on the palette that you chose. So I think this one looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave it right there. We can go to background, and on the background there's a bunch of photo filters, almost similar to like Instagram. So you can come in here and desaturate it, add more contrast, change the colors and stuff to your palette. This one's really cool because you can match it like this, and then you can even come back in here. Instead of using, the picture that they provided for you, it's like a random generated picture. You can actually just choose a color. I'm not going to do that just because I don't think it looks that great compared to using a photo. But if you want to use a different photo than the one that they provide, you can actually upload your own. So if you click that, it'll kind of pull open a menu system so that you can go through your computer. I'm not going to do that just because I don't want to. And then there's Find Photos, which lets you search websites for photos that are tagged as Creative Commons. So if you just type something in like, I don't know, bear. I think I did this yesterday and I think I got some cool stuff. So like bear, just kind of find something that you think looks cool. I think that one looks kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. We're gonna go back, click the X, and then I'm actually going to get rid of the photo filter. I do actually think that looks pretty cool, so I'm going to leave it like that. You can actually black and white. I think black and white looks really cool, just because it makes your text stand out a lot more, but I'm just going to leave the color on there, and then I'm going to go back up to text. And I chose this banner just because I like having the banner because it makes the text stand out more, but you can change the size of the text and the banner. And I really like this program because it's really nice and easy for people that don't know like Photoshop or don't know Illustrator to just kind of mess around, add something that they think looks cool, and make their own thumbnails. So if you want to, you can change the shape, and they've got all sorts of different things. So you have like basic stuff where you can just have the text with a little bit of like a drop shadow thing. You have like this that punches out the text. I don't think that looks too good. Just different shapes and stuff like that. And do not think that like just because they're basic shapes that they don't look good. These definitely do look good. I think this one looks really cool. as well as this one. You can like move it up into the top right. I did that for one of the ones in the very beginning. I'll show on the screen here. So yeah, just because it's basic does not mean that it's not good. In fact, I think it looks cooler with these basic shapes than it does even with the banners and stuff. But for the time being, I am going to go and just kind of look through things. These are cool. I really like this one too, if you put it up a little bit. I think it just kind of looks kind of cool. So that's what you're kind of looking for. They also have these social media buttons, so if you want to use those, and I'm not a huge fan of them, but they're there if you'd like to use them. I think I'm going to go with this banner right here. I'm just going to click save. And if you want to change the text, all you have to do is double click on the text. It'll let you change it. So if I want to change this to like Spark Guide, automatically changes it for me. And if you want to change the font, you can. I always scroll down and use this Myriad Arabic or Myriad Hebrew. I think they just kind of look cool. And along with that, you can also change the spacing to kind of change how the text looks, as well as what the banner looks like behind it. It doesn't give you a ton of options, but it usually gives you a decent amount of options to change what it looks like. Going along with changing the text and stuff, you can also change the color, which I think is really cool. So you can kind of use these that are like a dual tone thing. So it'll be black and white, it'll be the black and the green that you can switch between. Or you can just go down here and pick from any color you want. But these are your palette colors, so usually they're the ones that are going to look best. So I'm thinking, I think that looks actually pretty cool. I'm going to change the size, scale it up a little bit, and then center it. I think that looks really cool. Save. And I'm going to change the opacity just a little bit, just to kind of like let you see what's in the background just a little bit, so it's not like just completely stamped on there. And then you're done. I mean, that's it. You come back here, you click the little SP at the top, and it'll bring you back here, and you're done. There's your little thumbnail. This is the thumbnail that I was talking about before, and I think it looks really cool. You know, I don't really know what I would use this for. Maybe if I was doing something like with a tutorial, you know, changing sunset colors and stuff like that, I don't know. But I do think that that looks really cool with it up in the top left hand corner. And then you could even use something from your video and kind of throw that on there. So if you make one and you really like it, so like let's say I want to use this as a template for all of my other videos, let's say I have a series going or something like that where I'm making multiple videos and I want all of the thumbnails to look similar, you can actually come in here and instead of clicking edit, because you don't want to just edit it, let's say you want to change it and make multiple copies, you can actually duplicate it and then edit the duplicate, which makes it a lot easier to make multiple things. So like I come in here, I will click this, and then instead of doing Adobe Spark, I'll do Spark tutorial, save, automatically makes it look good for me. I don't know if I had this set before, I didn't. Oh well, I just kind of changed things around. I think that actually looks a lot better. Does it? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments down below, do you think this one looks better? I don't know. So, I mean, that's really all there is to it. It's just a lot of messing around and understanding what you can do with it. Oh gosh, that looks really cool, actually. See, that's what I mean. You just kind of mess around with things, change the style suggestions, just mess around with things until you get something that you like. It's really not a complicated program. It's all based in the browser. You don't even have to download anything. You just log in using like Facebook information, or I think also your Google information if you would rather do that, but it's just easier for me to log in Facebook. Alright guys, this is Taylor from the future. I forgot to show you guys how to download these. It's really easy. You just click the three dots and then click download, and it'll ask you where you want to download them. Usually it automatically defaults to the name that you type in. So like Adobe Spark, that's just what I'll save it as. And there you go. So if you guys like this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe. I try to make these kind of videos every so often. I made one yesterday that was a Photoshop tutorial, but now this is an Adobe Spark tutorial. I really enjoy this program. I'm going back through some of my old videos and changing the thumbnails just to make my YouTube account look a little bit more professional. I know there was a lot of older videos that didn't have professional looking thumbnails, and I think I'm also going to go through and delete some of my older videos, not because I'm like ashamed of them, just because I don't really think that they are good for my channel anymore. You know, I don't do gaming videos and stuff, so I think I should go through and get rid of any videos that I was just playing games on. So I'm just kind of rambling. That's a topic for another day. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, show it with your YouTube friends and stuff like that, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.